we're going to meet a player that has never ascended. Now let's find out what they have. Hey, Levians, it is Sister Carter. Hopefully you're having a great day. I'm having a great day. We're back today with actually an account that has never ascended. One of the best players in the game, named Solar, actually started this account for reasons I actually don't know yet. I'm actually going to be interviewing him, and we're going to kind of go over this account, but this account has never ascended, meaning it is still the beginning ascension, meaning there is no multiplier. And we're in King's Castle. King's Castle. I'm really curious as to how this has gone on, so he has agreed to do an interview. Hopefully I'll get some pictures from y'all. His power I can't see because of the screen. No. Sad day. Wish we could actually see that. So hopefully I'll get some power information. So let me get him on. Oh. Alright guys, we are here with Solar, who is also Midnight Metals. Metals? Metal, what is this? What is
MDLS.
this?
Stands for
MDLS?
Model S.
Oh, okay. Okay. So I've kind of already sent you a few of these questions ahead of time, so let's go ahead and go right on over them. But explain the account to me. Like, explain, like, what is it? What's the concept here?
So one day in Discord, I was with the other people I play with on my main account. We decided to make free-to-play accounts because it was just the content was just I cleared it in the first day of update release. So basically, I just said randomly, I wonder if this game can be beaten without ever ascending, just staying as beginner rank throughout the whole thing. I posted something in Discord about it, and then somebody was like, "You won't even make it to the second world," and then somebody else was like, "You won't even make it to the third world," and stuff like that. So I don't know, it kind of motivated me to make it more to do something more challenging, I guess. Because I mean, I'm basically taking all the knowledge that I've learned from my main account, with weapons and chants, the differences between power, damage, relics, pretty much everything. And to make this account actually work, I have to combine all that into one character and try to like maximize him, because obviously his power is going to be billions of multipliers lower than the current world he's on. So
Yeah, I'm very surprised he's in Marine Castle. I mean, this is second to last world right now. And I mean, I'm already seeing a lot of things that I don't have the surfboard mount, so I'm a little bit jealous right now. So let's kind of get into what this account has. Game passes. What game passes does this account have, if it has any?
so I bought all the game passes that I think are necessities for the game, honestly. Dual wield, extra pets. I haven't bought any of the luck passes because I want to, I want the drops to be rare. Um, that's pretty much all. I have just the auto swing and then the teleport for convenience, and then the after whenever the two-time relic, two equip relic came out, I bought that one as well just to help me do a little bit more damage, because like I said, the account's focused on as much damage as I can possibly do to be able to kill the enemies. So if I don't
Okay.
maximize that, I can't do it. So I'm constantly, like everybody else's main account is running 2 times power potions, I'm always using 2 times damage potions at all times, every time I run dungeons and things.
Okay. I mean, it's I would say it's about half pay to win, half free to play, but more so just convenience sake, less luck based, so to
Pretty
speak.
much, yeah. Yeah, just to the end goal is to eventually reach it to the current map that's released. So my goal is it within the next probably 2 weeks, maybe 2.5 weeks. I'm almost done with the 250k kill quest, so that will help me clear this world and the next world. I'm almost done with the 10 million swings as well,
Jeez.
which will also help me do more DPS. Um, so yeah, that's the end goal is to pull the secret from a current map on the account.
So you kind of are deviating a little bit from my question here because you just made me think of one. Does this account have any secrets, sword wise, pet wise?
So I've equipped or I've collected every secret available up to current content for this account. Um, so I have Duel of the Soul Breakers from the last map.
Wow.
I have the Darkness Secret from the last map, as well as you can see the mount from the last map. I have two of the Bloodbanes from Mystic Mines, as well as the Giant Chains mount from the Mystic Mines.
Okay.
I have the Dark Blades of Death, which is the first, available weapon secret. So basically, that's the goal: is not to just only beat the map, but to also collect the Blood Moon or Darkness secret weapon and the mount from that map.
Well,
I also have the Venom's Eye, the Darkness secret from the first map.
ooh, I haven't seen that one. That looks sick.
Yeah, it's pretty dope.
So I gotta ask, cause you're what are you ranked right now? Number 4, number 5 on the leaderboard?
On my main, I got dropped down to number 7, I believe. I was playing on this account all day yesterday, and I forgot to log back in on my main account on my other computer.
And uh, spoilers here, you gave me a carry on the first day of the new update. So has this account been carried?
So I carried him one time through 40, just to get the extra pet equip. But other than that, I've done the dungeons myself. So as far as relics, I did get the Wyvern Feather from 40, which is basically should just be 100% drop because that's what it feels like on my main.
Yeah, I know.
Um,
I'm with that right there with you.
yeah, it's rough. As far as power relic goes, I got the prismatic stone on the first run, and then I have the crab. So that's the only power relics I have. But I got locked book and wyvern feather, which is a pretty high end damage combo.
Yeah,
If you don't have the god enchants for the crits.
yeah, I would agree. Jeez, okay.
That's another thing is I don't have the magic drops, so I have to be really focused on blood moons, not focusing on killing bosses as much as killing as many enemies as I can to pull enchants. I pulled a tiny four, which is my main PPS um, enchant. Basically, once I pull the Blood Moon Secret Sword, that becomes my. I use the common tiny four offhand with the secret. And then as far as damage enchants, I have a sharpness 3 with a light 5 on main hand, and a light 3, brutal 3 offhand. So it's a real damage pumper
Yeah, that sounds like it.
combo.
Jeez.
And just use those, shards from dungeons and things like that. I've never bought any reroll tokens or anything like that. It's just shards from the dungeons.
So you making it sound like you have a lot of time invested in this account. What's the playtime on the account? And also, what is like your active time playing this every day? Because you have your main account to also play and grind for. How much are you also grinding for this one?
So right now I'm at 15 days, just about time played on this account. The first, I would say maybe 10 days of playtime on this account, this was what I mainly played on, and I just hit Blood Moons on my main, um, because I had to do a lot of activities, making
Mm.
sure I'm hitting the dungeons and things like that, to make sure that he can clear hard dungeon on his own as well. In total, I don't know. I would say probably a good 8 to 10 hours on this account a day, and then I just AFK on my other account.
Jeez. Okay. I don't know if you know this, but like the average for most Roblox players playing on a game a day is like 2.5 hours. So
Yes,
that
Braden told me.
yeah, that much time commitment is huge. But I mean,
Yeah,
it's
I like it because it makes it's hard. It makes the content very difficult. And like I said, I've had to take all the knowledge that I've learned about my main account, like I said, the enchants and all that stuff, and put it all into it. This account has the full package of what you have to do it. Because if I didn't know any of those pieces of the puzzle, there's no way I would be able to do this content. I mean, I just got to Marine Castle maybe 2 days ago, and I mean, you can already see like
what is your power at? Because it's cut off on my screen.
it's 695 QID.
That's not
So it's
bad. Good
yeah.
lord. All right.
So I mean, even here in Marine Castle, I mean, I can one shot the first mob already, and that's without the 250k kill quest done.
Jeez. My alarm went off.
I, I really wanna.
It,
You wanna mount up real quick and go down to the darkness mobs with me?
sure. Yeah.
Yeah, I wanna try to pull the anchor blade.
I gotcha. We just got a few more questions here because I know you need to get back to grinding on this and your main account, and I know you got stuff going on. Uh, what's been the hardest zone?
This one, honestly, this one is. It was very intimidating hitting the first enemy and not seeing the HP bar move and having to go back and grind dungeons and level my relic, re-roll enchants to try to get a better offhand damage enchant, as well as, like I said, damage potions are like the lifeblood of this account. So farming as many dungeons as I can to get as many damage potions as I possibly can. Farming corruptions to buy damage potions with corruption shards.
Oh,
So,
really? Really?
hmm
Okay.
well, yeah, I mean, there's no Roblox or Robux option to buy damage enchants. It's just or damage potions. So I have to farm them all.
Now you've kind of talked about your current setup for swords, your relics, your mounts. Any rare pets you've gotten? Because you've talked about getting secret swords. Are those also including pets?
No, so again, like the way this account is, I don't have to focus on grinding power so much as I do
Damage.
just as damage, yeah. So I don't really I mean I'm only running with legendary pets right now on this map.
Oh, I can't see them. Hold on. Let me actually turn those on. Okay.
But
Yeah,
the
it's
only pet, so I bought one of the I gifted one of the Robux eggs from my main and it
mm-hmm.
was a mythic, so um
Yes.
that's but like I said, my power multiplier is 1. So I mean it's so low that
Yeah.
it doesn't really make too much of a difference actually collecting pets as much as getting the weapons does.
Well, I mean, hopefully by the current map, which is Crack Canyon, the multiplier would be a little bit better for you, hopefully,
Yep,
since pets are a
it
little
will,
more
yeah.
unbalanced. You have anything else you want to share about the account? Because
Um,
you've kind of
Nothing really.
nothing. Okay.
It's pretty. It's like I said, if you want to make the game hard, do it this way. It's really fun. Like things got monotonous on my main. Just kind of doing the same activities like over and over and over and over again, and just waiting for events. So I just try to find something to fill that empty time of not having anything to really do other than just watching my character roll eggs. Because like I said, everything on this account is like active. Like sitting doing darkness eggs is not as valuable to me as doing 20 minutes of farming a darkness secret weapon. So
So I'm guessing the change in the scheduling, how Darkness and Blood Moon work now.
super helpful.
Would you say it's super helpful? Because, I mean, if we didn't have the events set up like this, you could just pretty much be permanently in private servers, server hopping. So would,
Oh, you mean like for farming on this account?
yeah, the farming, like if we were back
Oh,
to the old schedule.
I can run infinite darkness
Yeah.
like that. That I mean I have 8 private servers that my main was farming blood moons for, so but what it does do though is it gives me a break from doing those to hit the dungeons because a lot of the dungeons and blood moons and darkness like they overlap, so you know if it's a blood moon that 15 hard dungeon I have to farm blood. I'm stuck with a choice between
Mm.
which to do versus this kind of like this way versus the other way. It forces me to do other content a little bit more instead of just doing darkness the entire time.
Is there anything you've learned on this account that you would apply to your main?
Ooh, that's a good question. Let's see. What is one
I know I
thing?
didn't ask you that before. Sorry. I just kind of,
Yeah,
you were talking. I was like, you know what? This would be good. Let's end on this one.
actually, this is a good question. Collecting mounts. So there's a lot of hearsay about mounts only come from XYZ mob. Um, I spent 6 blood moons farming the polar tundra bosses to try to get the snow sled or the rocket sled before I went to the next zone, and spent 1 blood moon. I was like, you know what? Let me just try to kill other enemies, and killed other enemies and got it in the first blood moon. And then I basically just from polar tundra on, I just basically every zone that the mount that I've got is from smaller mobs actually, not even from the bosses, just farming the smaller mobs.
Really now, because the rocket has always been associated with the boss. Like,
Yeah.
everyone has always told me boss, so you're the first person to actually tell me they've gotten it from mobs.
So I actually, yeah, I didn't have the mount on my main, and on my main after I got it on the alt, I went over on my main and I killed the same mobs. So I
Mm-hmm.
got them from the snow warriors, the Eskimo looking guys, is where I got it on that.
Interesting.
Did it in 30 minutes on my main account, killing just those guys and pulled it as well. So same for
There's
the Giants chain. Like a lot of people think the Giants chain only comes from the bosses, but I got it from the golems. So
no, I do know that the Giants chain was confirmed by dev to be
hmm
just golems. So if anyone's still thinking Giants chain comes from the boss, God, why? Help.
yeah, I saw it in Discord. I farmed the bosses for 7 hours and no amount. I'm like, bro, you just kill the golems, dude. It doesn't drop from the boss.
Exactly.
But yeah,
But
if anybody's struggling getting mounts, try to kill other enemies if you're not getting it from the one that you're killing.
we'll have to wait to see if this account gets a mount from Crack Canyon, because I haven't heard of any, so.
That would be cool. I've killed a lot of enemies there on my main, and
I
I haven't
know, I
got one
have
either.
too.
So
You would think by now we'd get one, but. Well, Solar, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it. Hopefully you can get something this Blood Moon. The account seems to be running around like a monkey right now. Well, guys, we're going to go and wrap up here with Solar. Hopefully y'all got some questions answered. Found this at least interesting and amusing. And Solar, again, I appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
yeah, cool. Absolutely appreciate you covering the account.
Plebs, I will see y'all next time. Whee! I just flipped around backwards. I will